ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः यात इषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्याया तवतयानो रुद्रमृडया याते रुद्रशिवा तनुरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशेः यामिषुङ्गिरिशन्दहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगद यक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक अहिगुश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेड एमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनौ विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराग्नियोज्याम् याचते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु धे निषेर्य शल्याणां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भवा विज्यन्धनुकपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उता अनेशन्नस्येष व आभुरस्य निषङ्गधिः याते हेतिर्मीडुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुतते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितं नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय विषेमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बब्लुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्तपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृष्णवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिना व्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिणेषु धीमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूणां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्याणां पतये नमो नमः श्रिकाविभ्यो जिगागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरभ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वाणेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यश्च शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः व्याधिनेभ्यो विविद्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यः शृगंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः शुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रतिभ्यो रतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शत्रुभ्यः संग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः यशुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युप्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीडुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे च जिराय च नमः शीघ्राय च शेभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय च आशुरथाय च नमः शूराय च वबिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुतिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने च श्रुतिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे च युधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पत्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूर्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कोप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेष्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वदाय च दूरे वदाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तेर्याय च कोल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाड्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः केगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्थल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय च भिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत याते ते रुद्र शिवा तनु शिवा विश्वाह भेषजे शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजे तया नो मृड जीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा दशबसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरं मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नभसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोश्च मनुराय जे पिता ततश्याम तव रुद्र प्रणेतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितं मानो वदे पितरं मोत मातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररेरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषुमानो अश्वेषुरेरिषः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामितो वदेर् अविश्वन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते घोघ्न उत पूरुषग्ने शयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूव्यथा च नः शर्म यच्च विपर्हाः सुभिश्रुतं कर्त सदयुवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्रमुग्रं मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तमानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतुर्वृणर्तु परिद्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा भगवप्यस्तरुष्वमेष्वस्तोकाय तनयाय मृडया मेढुष्टमशिपतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहे विकिरिदविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोत्सव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृते सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्यां तेषाकुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसे अस्मिन् महत्यर्नवेन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठादिवकुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखास कपर्तिनः ये अन्येषु विविद्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथि रक्षय ऐलभृदाय व्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति शुकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषाकुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसे नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्या येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षविषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रदेचीर्दशोदेचेर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु ते यन्विस्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टिदं वोचं भेदधामे त्र्यम्बकै यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नव्यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्यो मर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्नेनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यशुषुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशौ मनसाय रुद्रन्नमो देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महेशाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गया
गजानना गया
शंभु कुमारा गौरी तनया
नमो नमो नटराज नमो हर जटाजूटधर शंभो
नमो नटराज नमो हर जटाजूटधर शंभो
नमो नमो नटराज नमो हर जटाजूटधर शंभो
नमो नटराज नमो हर जटाजूटधर शंभो
नमो नमो नटराजा
नमो नटराजा
नमो नमो नटराजा
नमो नमो नटराजा
पवन गंगाधारी
पवन गंगाधारी
पवन गंगाधारी
पवन गंगाधारी
दानव मद संहारी
दानव मद संहारी
दानव मद संहारी पुरी परम दया घन शोरी परम दया घन शोरी नमो नमो नटराज नमो हर जटाजूटधर शंभो
नमो नटराज नमो हर जटाजूटधर शंभो
नमो नमो नटराजा
नमो नटराजा
पवन गंगाधारी
पावन गंगाधारी
दानव मद संहारी
दानव मद संहारी
पुरी बिहारी
पुरी बिहारी
परम दया घन शोरी
परम दया घन शोरी
परम दया घन शोरी
परम दया घन शोरी
नमो नमो नटराजा
नमो नटराजा
नमो नमो नटराजा
नमो नटराजा
श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
राधा रमणा सत्यनारायण
राधा रमणा सत्यनारायण
राधा रमणा सत्यनारायण
राधा रमणा सत्यनारायण
वटपत्र शयना साई नारायण
शयना साई नारायण
वटपत्र शयना साई नारायण
वटपत्र शयना साई नारायण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
मानुष वेशधारी सत्यनारायण
मानुष वेशधारी सत्यनारायण
मानुष वेशधारी सत्यनारायण
मानुष वेशधारी सत्यनारायण
हरिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
राधा रमणा सत्यनारायण
राधा रमणा सत्यनारायण
वटपत्र शयना साई नारायण
वटपत्र शयना साई नारायण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
मानुष वेशधारी सत्यनारायण
मानुष वेशधारी सत्यनारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
भक्तिपुरी नायका साई नारायण
नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
भजो मधुर हरिनाम निरंतर भजो मधुर हरिनाम
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 सरल भाव से साई भजो
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 मधुर भाव से बाबा 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 भजो
हरि ही सुख है हरि ही शांति
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 हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम
हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम
हरि शांति निवासी राम
हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम
भजो मधुर हरिनाम निरंतर भजो मधुर हरिनाम
भजो मधुर हरिनाम निरंतर भजो मधुर हरिनाम
सरल भाव से साई भजो
सरल भाव से साई भजो
मधुर भाव से बाबा भजो,
मधुर भाव से बाबा भजो।
हरि ही सुख है हरि ही शांति,
हरि ही सुख है हरि ही शांति।
हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरि प्रशांति निवासी राम।
भजो मधुर हरि नाम निरंतर, भजो मधुर हरि नाम।
अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर,
अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर,
अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर,
अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर।
यीशु पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर, शिरडी साई पति साई तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर, शिरडी साई पति साई तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर, शिरडी साई पति साई तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर, शिरडी साई पति साई तुम हो।
गुरु नानक जी भी तुम हो,
नानक भी तुम हो।
सौराष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो,
राष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु तुम हो,
यीशु पिता प्रभु तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु तुम हो,
यीशु पिता प्रभु तुम हो।
अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो,
अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो।
साई अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो,
अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो।
अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर,
अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर।
यीशु पिता प्रभु अल्लाह अकबर, शिरडी साई पति साई तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु अल्लाह अकबर, शिरडी साई पति साई तुम हो।
गुरु नानक भी तुम हो,
नानक भी तुम हो।
सौराष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो,
महावीर तुम हो।
यीशु पिता प्रभु तुम हो,
पिता प्रभु तुम हो।
अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो,
अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो।
साई अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो,
अल्लाह अकबर तुम हो।
अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर।
Om Shri Sairam. I offer my most humble and reverential pranams at the lotus feet of our dear beloved Bhagawan, who has blessed us with yet another opportunity for Smaranam, Shravanam, Mananam and Nitidhyasanam in His own divine presence. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, on behalf of the Sri Sathya Sai alumni, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this 153rd edition of Samarpan. We are very fortunate today to have in our midst in our midst a speaker who has been fortunate to be born in a family that has enjoyed Bhagwan's proximity for 6 long decades. I welcome Brother Shri R K Prasad to this Samarpan. As a matter of fact, Brother Prasad is just one of 36 members of his blessed family to have belonged to Bhagwan's educational institutions. Belonging to the very first batch of the Prasanthi Nilayam campus, Brother Prasad spent 5 years at the Divine Lotus Feet as his student from 1979 to 1984. Despite his various professional commitments over the last 3 decades, Brother Prasad remains deeply connected to Bhagwan and his divine mission through his participation in a large number of activities of the Sri Sathya Sai Seva organizations and the Institute Alumni Group. He was, in fact, instrumental in establishing the Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahani programs, one of Bhagwan's last major projects and guidances in his physical form across his home state of Telangana. Without further ado, I welcome Brother Prasad to the dais to regale us with memories and lessons learnt at the Divine Lotus Feet. Sairam.
Om Sri Sairam. My humble pranams at the Divine Lotus Feet of our most beloved Lord, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, and students, Sairam to all of you. One of the most fortunate things that can happen to anyone, as per my view, is to become a Sai student. And that too, in the most proximity of Prasanthi Nilayam campus, and that too in the very first batch of Prasanthi Nilayam campus in 1979, when it was established for PUC, that is 11th and 12th class. And thereon, I had the fortune to continue for the next 3 years to complete my BCom and then go out of the portals of Sathya University. I think if I relate the first batch of Prasanthi Nilayam campus, degree students going out of Prasanthi Nilayam, that batch is ours. And that actually goes to say a lot. Because Swami had personally taken pains to call us into the interview room for an exit interview for the first time. Generally, interview is coming in the very first moments, but the first exit interview of the students who are passing out of the college, Swami has given us that interview. We'll go into details later. My first remembrance of Brindavan, the word Brindavan itself is of a lot of piousness, a lot of happiness, a lot of bliss. You students who are studying here will look back once when you are grown up and think, oh my God, Brindavan. That is the feeling that we have today. 1978, my parents and myself were here in this entrance point on one very chilly evening. We came here to ask Swami, can we have an admission to this boy? That's myself. I still remember very vividly, I was standing in that corner, in that small outhouse, unable to protect myself with the chilly weather that time. It was so chill. And suddenly we came to know that Swami might come out for darshan in the evening at 8 p.m., which is generally unheard of those days. Swami, once he retires, he will not come back that late. But when we came to know there was only one line sitting in front, next to the road, where we saw Swami walking all the way from here, it looks like just to see us. All the way from there, he walked and came and saw us and asked my father, "Why are you here? What happened? Why did you come?" And he asked, "Eppudu vachavu? When did you come?" So these questions, my father turned to me and said, "Admission, Swami." Swami then just looked at me like that and said, "Result vachinda? Did result come? 10th class result?" That's what I know very vividly. And then the doubt on my result came into the picture. And the rest is history. But then I will cut there. I'll come back to that again. When I was studying in Prasanthi Nilayam campus, though I came here for admission, I could not get it here, but I got it in Prasanthi Nilayam campus in the very first batch. We came to know that Swami is going to Rajahmundry side that time for a visit to Rajahmundry Gurukulam school for some conference. And I mustered my courage. I went and sat in the front line. I asked Swami, "Swami, we understand that you are going towards Rajahmundry. Can you come to Chebrol, our house?" I did not say that. Actually, I said, "Can you come to Chebrol, to my house?" Swami saw like that. "My house?" he asked. In Telugu we say, "Ma intiki randi." Then Swami said, "Me illa." Then suddenly I realized and corrected myself, "Mana intiki randi," to our house. Swami again saw, "Manilla." Then I was even more perplexed. I said, "Chebrol ki randi." Then Swami said, "Chebrola." Then I was like wondering what to tell next. How do I invite Swami? He said, "Not my house, not our house, not the place." I was just perplexed and looked like that. Swami then did not say anything, but the recollection had gone into my mind. Then I came to know the sentence, the particular purpose of the word. It's not my house, it's not our house, it is his house. Because 1953, imagine, today we are in 2024, 1953, my grandparents constructed a house for Swami in that small place called Chebrol in West Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. That time, hardly people know about Swami. But then, my grandparents went to Swami, visited Swami, had darshan of this Swami, brought him to this place called Chebrol. I'll give you a vivid recollection of all those memories. Not long ago, for Swami's breadth of time, when 1949, my mother, who was an 8-year-old girl that time, she got afflicted with a very rarest kind of ailment. That ailment is, these nails were almost gone. Imagine an 8-year-old girl getting her nails completely gone. And they went to every doctor around Rajahmundry, around Vijayawada, in Andhra Pradesh, they could not find any cure for this ailment. And then, by chance, they went to Chennai. That is, those days it's called Madras, where our cousins used to live in Madras that time. They went to Madras to show to a better doctor. And then they came to know, through that household people, they said, this is such a rare ailment, even doctors cannot cure, then what is the recourse? Maybe we can go to some sadhus, babas, and maybe they can show. Those days it's like that. And the lady of the house quipped, saying that he recently met one Adbhuta Murti, a person who's supposed to be a god, a person who can cure any disease. Then everybody is interested. And they said, what? Then the lady of the house, Lakshmi Devi Garu, she said, I lost a purse, my wallet, in Marina Beach in Madras those days. And lost is lost. We searched for that everywhere. We came back, and by chance we visited a man called Sai Baba. He lives in Puttaparthi. We met him, and while we are talking, this man said, you lost your purse, and here it is. He created the purse and gave it to them then and there. Where is Chennai, Madras those days? Where is Puttaparthi? And how did this purse come out of nowhere? And he said, check if every valuable item is there or not. They opened up and saw all the bills are there, money is there. They were very perplexed. This lady quoted this incident and said, why don't we go to him? Maybe he can cure this girl's ailment. And that is how they were interested. Instantly they got up. They traveled all the way from Madras, that is Chennai today, to Puttaparthi. With all those travel havocs, details we don't want to get into. But then they came and landed in Puttaparthi only to see that Swami is not available at that point in time in Puttaparthi. So, they were like, oh, alas, what to do next? Then somebody said, he might come, why don't you stay for a day? So they stayed back that evening at Prasanthi Nilayam. That time it was old mandir. They stayed back in Puttaparthi village. The very next morning, they came to know that Swami has come. And immediately they rushed. And Swami rushed even faster to this group and said, I am waiting for you. For ages, I am waiting for you. Where are you all? And then he saw my mother and said, this girl got this ailment by my sankalpa. To draw you to me, I brought you here with this instrument. Oh my God. They said, what? How can this be possible? And Swami immediately created vibhuti, applied onto her knuckles and nails and said, be here for a week or so, it will get cured. And true to his words, they stayed back. They saw, third day itself, a new nail sprouting. Imagine nail sprouting from nowhere. And this is not all. Then they saw that this girl is very active, generally no problems at all. And suddenly this nail started growing. Within a week's time, they could see clearly nails coming out of this, of his knuckles here. That's the start of the beginning of their faith getting entrenched into this man called Sai Baba. This happened in 1949. They stayed there for some time and watched this man. My mother tells me that this man is like a hero, a lion. This man is somebody who even devas can look at him in awe and aspirations. This man is something, he's like, can't believe his saundaryam, his attraction. The moment you see, you are riveted to his face. You are riveted to his figure. How is this man so beautiful? That's what they used to think. And when they go near him, they are drawn closer like a magnet. And all these people who had gone there, the entire entourage, about 15, 16 of them, who are very close relatives and wanted to see Sai Baba, they all came there. They spent enough time sitting with this man called Sai Baba to understand what is he. Slowly, they came to know, Swami was sitting in the room. My old grandmother, she went and peeped inside through the window. What is this man made of? How can he cure somebody like this? And when she was seeing through the window, she saw Swami tapping something and getting money, notes, cash, and giving somebody to buy something. She said, oh, this man is not an ordinary man. He is Siddha Sankalpa. He is powerful. He can will it and he can get it. That is called Siddha Sankalpa. He is not an ordinary man. She went and told others. They were all shocked. They spent their time 1 week over. They said, Swami, we want to leave back because we have our own household things to do. We will go back. Swami was not able to leave them to go. And these people also are not able to leave Swami and go. But then compulsions are there going back home. So somehow they pulled against each other and they said, Swami, we want to go. Swami came outside old mandir to send them off. They went aside and again came back. They are not unable to go from Swami's aura. Somehow they managed to go. They went back and Swami started his mission. His mission to reach out to his devotees. He sends letters to Chebrol, a small place, about 300 houses, somewhere in West Godavari district. We cannot even see the map those days. And then it so happened, one fine day they got a letter from Swami. It says, invitation to Prasanthi Nilayam, 1950, November 23rd, Swami's birthday. Oh, they were all overjoyed. Swami calling. First of all, going to this place and talking to him, spending time itself is something great. Swami is inviting them to Prasanthi Nilayam to come and spend time here in Puttaparthi. So they wanted to go, they went and they came. And in that time, my mother recalls, Swami went on top of the building and started throwing these flower petals out onto the devotees. Very small devotees crowd. But then when he throws those small petals, they used to fall on them like dollars. They were like, and everybody opened their saris and waited for Swami to shower more. And so many dollars used to come and fall. The petal coming from there, by the time it lands, it's $1. And people scrambled, naturally, when even we do that. And that happened. Okay, they were all happy. They came back. And then they came to know that Swami is visiting Vijayawada. 1951. Swami has come to Vijayawada and they wanted to go to Swami. They went to Swami because their Swami has come for some Gruha Pravesham there in Vijayawada. And they visited Swami. They prayed to Swami, Swami, please come to Chebrol. And Swami said, Tappaka vastanu, I'll come. And then immediately Swami came. Swami came that day. How did my grandmother ask? My grandmother asked, Swami, come to Chebrol. So I relate that incident into when I asked the same thing. Swami said, yes, I'll come to Chebrol. He came to Chebrol, but not to our house. He came to the opposite side's person's house, who was also there with this team. And my grandmother said, oh, come on. I called, and he goes to some other house. And we were all decked up in the small house. And my grandmother was very, very upset with Swami. She went near Swami. And then Swami saw, the moment Swami saw her, Chebrol Raman now kada, vachanu. So you asked me to come to Chebrol, I came. And my grandmother was so upset. So she immediately came out from there. By the time she came to my house, Swami came off in the car. So swift. He just said that the moment they both, my grandparents came back to our house, just walking distance from here to the other hostel, so much distance only, Swami came off in the car to the house and said, bedding lopala bettandi. Swami's bedding, Swami's luggage came off into our house. So that is the first instance Swami came to our house there. There's a small house. It's about 3 room and 1 veranda house. Swami said, he took all the hospitality. He said, I'll come again. 1952, again he came. All the way from Puttaparthi to Rajahmundry is going. On the way he comes to Chebrol. He came there, he spent some time. But that time, what he said, I will stay for the night also. So, small house, Swami, Lord of Lord, coming and staying with us is something, unable to even catch up. They said, Swami, please. And Swami asked the women folk to sleep inside the room, and he and my grandfather slept on the veranda, on the outside the house. That time there was no physical infrastructure so well. So my grandfather was like not able to sleep. The Bhagawan has come here. I made him sleep on the veranda. And Swami was sleeping on a cot. My grandfather slept on that floor. And he said, Swami, I'm not able to sleep. And Swami said, why? Swami, when you come, I'm not able to give you hospitality in such a way that the Lord of Lord demands and requires. What is this, Swami? Swami said, then you construct a house. You build a house, I'll come every year. This was a boon, a lucky draw. They said, yes, Swami, we'll get it done. The next year, 52, 53, the house is ready. They went and told Swami, Swami, please come, your house is ready. Then Swami said, yes, I'll come. And he gave a date. And on that date, you will not imagine, some 10,000 people came to that small village. Some everywhere. Sai Baba is coming, everywhere. So many people came off. There is no place to even sit and stand. They say that from Rajahmundry and from Vijayawada, the trains, tickets, those days the punching tickets are all over for Chebrol. So many people came off. So they all were waiting for Swami. My grandfather and grandmother, with my mother and my mother's sister, they all waited for Swami. Waited and waited. They went outside to the building, to the village outskirts to welcome Swami. The moment they see any car, Swami is coming, jubilance, and they all wait. The car passes off. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. Swami's car was not there. Swami did not come. All the people who came, they had food, they left. Naturally, a lot of gossip happened. My great-grandfather, my grandfather's father, he said, why don't you guys only start off doing Grahapravesham? My grandparents said only one thing, this is for Swami that we have built. It's not our house, it is his house. If he wants to come and stay in his house, let him only come and inaugurate. Why should we do that? Look at the veracity of those people. They said, let it be his, it's not ours. So Swami did not come. Then what happens? Sometime in August, September, October, November, December, they go to Prasanthi Nilayam, Puttaparthi. They wait for Swami. Swami doesn't even look at them. Very less devotees, but they didn't have a chance to have Swami's gaze on them. They went for Dasara, they were there on our birthday, they were there for Sankranti, they came back and again they went for Shivratri. And then suddenly Swami saw them and said, let's go. We'll have the inauguration done now. And imagine, hell broke. They ran. They came back and they started making all the arrangements. But Swami said, tomorrow morning, 2:30, get ready. 4 o'clock, you'll inaugurate the house. And Swami came in the night. They came back, but Swami came in his car with Raja Reddy Garu and others who were entourage of Swami. They all came, and night 11:30 Swami came that day and saw the house, but he did not go inside. Imagine that culture, the tradition that Swami follows. He did not go inside, but he stood outside. He slept in this house only, the old house only, but he did not get inside. Next day morning, Swami is up 3 o'clock. Everybody is up at 3 o'clock. They got everything ready. As though it is Swami's home, Swami's house. Swami was standing in the middle of the house. They did all the rituals that Gurukula should have, and Swami cut the ribbon. And that is how it has become his house. Now, Swami slept there only for 3 nights, like a ritual goes. Swami wants to stay there in that house. It's not very clear, but then this is the house that maybe little darker time, then you can see that slide. And this is the house that my grandparents constructed and built for Swami those days in 1953. It is still there. We live there now. And Swami used to come every year. So whenever Swami comes, he used to stay in that night, spend time. Lot of devotees used to come. Swami had an interview room in this house. Swami had his bedroom, interview room, and also devotees who can come, they also can sit around. While when Swami came there and inaugurated that house in 1953 or 1954, that time Swami said, for the first time, I want to speak to the devotees here. I want to speak to the public. So he called my grandfather and said, get the mic and speaker done. So for the first time on top of the building, he started speaking to so many people who had come in front of the house, and Swami started talking. He gave a 1.5 hour discourse that day and told everybody, I tested this man called Subbarao. His family has relentlessly followed me to open this house, and it is constructed and built for me. I have so much of test that I have put on them that they have won it. That is why I have come again. And that is how Swami had proclaimed to everyone, saying that I have done this because I want to test Subbarao's bhakti. So it got opened. Swami used to come every year used to come and spend some time here. Once it so happened, when Swami came there, in our small garden, we had one pomegranate tree. You know pomegranate, right? We call it danimma in Telugu. That tree was there in the outhouse. And that tree was brought in about 16 years back from somewhere. My grandfather planted the tree. It was there for quite some time. Wonder of wonder is, the tree only gives one fruit every year. Only one fruit. And that fruit is absolutely sweet. So sweet that people used to relish it. Exactly when Swami came that time, there was a fruit. It was so ripe. My grandmother said, oh, this is a very good thing to do. She plucked the fruit and kept in a bowl of silver with a spoon, all the seeds there. And Swami was sitting in the bhajan hall. Maybe you can see that one more photo before this. Yeah, this is the ground floor of that building. Swami is sitting there when bhajan is happening, and he started having this fruit of the seeds, pomegranate seeds. One by one, he sat, he ate. After the bhajan, he called my grandmother and grandfather and said, where is this tree which bore this fruit? And they immediately said, Swami, here only. Swami walked to the tree, saw the tree, from top to bottom. Swami said like this and said, Madhuramaina phalanni ichchav. Chala anandam. Means you have given a very, very nice sweet fruit to me. I am very happy. And he just did very casually, and he left, and normal things happened. After Swami left, within 3 days, the tree withered off, just fell, died. Why people said, what is this? Swami came and said, Madhuramaina Palan Nichau. What happened? The next time they went to Parthi, they were unable to resist. They called Swami and Swami, the tree died, Swami. Swami, you know what Swami said? ఈ అవతారం వచ్చింది మానవుల కోసమే కాదు పశుపక్ష మృగాదుల కోసం కూడా. Means this avatar has come not only for human beings but also for birds, beasts and animals also. ఆ చెట్టు తరించింది, Swami said. That has got attained fulfillment. So that is one incident that happened in our own house, where we are all witness to that, my grandparents, parents. Having said that, there are many number of instances that happened there. When we have our family head, what happens? For every small thing, we'll go and tell him, report to him, saying that this is happening, that's happening. We have so many fields and so much of harvest, so much of produce comes in. Everything we used to tell Swami. Everything in the house. So Swami is like our head of the family. Whenever he comes here, he stays with us. He listens to all the woes and happiness of ours. He feels one among us and we feel one among him. So much of a avinabhava sambandham they call. It's a very interdependent relationship that they had. And sometimes it used to happen when Swami's bhajan is happening. Swami is not there, Swami is in Parthi, but then they used to do bhajans at home. Somebody used to knock the door. They go and see nobody is there. Suddenly the garlands will cut to half and fell off. They fall off and nobody is there. These very strange things used to happen. And when they go back to Parthi, Swami used to ask them, why did you close the room and do bhajan? You don't want me to come? I only knocked twice. So imagine, they used to relate, oh my God, next time we should keep it open. Swami, come into the bhajan hall, come into my heart, Swami. That's how their prayers used to be. And it went on and on. And one fine time, my grandfather, who was an asthmatic patient that time, he came to Puttaparthi. There was some service happening. Swami was also looking at him. He was suffering with that asthma. He is unable to even walk. That time, Ishwaramma, Swami's mother, Ishwaramma Garu, quipped to Swami, Swami, your devotee in front of you, he is suffering like that. Why can't you do something? Then Swami immediately saw my grandfather, his name is Subbarao. Subbarao, can I clear this ailment now, right away? But you will have to go through this in the next janma if I clear now. This is coming from so many janmas. Now if you want me to clear, I'll clear it right away. That wise man said, no Swami, in front of you I can relieve this pain. Pain will not be a pain for me. But I don't want to go into the next janma once again. Let me suffer. Then Swami was like, see, this is the type of devotee I have. And then my grandfather went through that stage. One night when they were there, this asthma attack has become too much. And he was gasping. Imagine those days, a small mandir, about 2-3 rooms this side and behind another 3 rooms, totally about 6-7 rooms used to be there. And in one room, he is going through hell. My grandmother was like, last stage has come. He might pass away here. What can you go and tell people back home? What will happen to my family? And finally she said, if Swami is God, he should know. Leave it to him. The moment that surrendership has come, Swami walked in at 11:30 in the night into the room, came and said, what happened? Swami, he's leaving. Then Swami said to one of the servant maid there, bring some hot water and a cloth. Immediately they got hot water. With the cloth, Swami started wiping him from top to bottom completely like this. And my grandmother said, Swami, I will do it, Swami. Why you are doing? Then Swami said, this is not your time. This is my time. I should do it. So that is how he cleared the entire thing. My grandfather happily slept. Next day morning, Swami came and said, I will give you tablets from Sai stores, my stores. These tablets are green in color. You take it. When you go home, you will be relieved. So he created tablets and gave. And then he took it. When then they went home, there was a lot of vomiting and all that happened. But then he was completely relieved of the asthma. It is not there at all. So this happened, and then again, my grandfather, they used to keep coming to Swami. Swami used to come to our house. From there, he used to go to Rajahmundry and Amalapuram and all those East Godavari district tours. It used to be a regular feature. And the fulcrum point is that house. So when things are happening like this, like a head of the family, he used to come and ask, what is happening in your fields? What type of a crop that you will grow? Then once when Swami came, my grandfather asked Swami, why don't you come to our field and put your feet there also? Swami came to the fields also. He went into one field and checked what is the water level, everything. And that time, my grandfather said, Swami, I want to dig another well here. Oh, Swami said, go ahead, do it. So when Swami left, and then they started digging the well, it went so deep. Being a Godavari basin, it should not be so deep. But then they went on and on. No water came. There was a rock and it stopped. Again, they went to Swami's place and into Parthi. And they said, Swami, in the well, water is not coming. We are going deeper, but water is not coming. Swami just saw like that and said, he created akshatas, yellow rice, and gave it to my grandfather and said, you went too deep, 16 feet of water unde, Swami said. Swami, the moment he saw, he knew that it's only 16 feet, he went to 64 feet. So Swami said, it's there only, no problem, you put these akshatas and then dig. So they came back, they dug 16 and a half feet, they came to know that water is there. The moment they came out, from the ground floor level, 10 feet high, water is gushing up like a pipe. And it went on for 20 years. It was like that only. So in that place, my grandfather had made a crop, paddy crop. And from there, they used to send one lorry load of rice to Swami in 1963 when Dasara Mahagnana Yagnam starts. So Swami used to say, get rice from Subbarau's field and then cook for the Dasara. That is how this became prasadam from there on. And not only this, there are so many instances that they were so close encounters that, you were unable to even gasp, oh God. So such thing also can happen. And I will stop here for a while. I want to take you to a different realm of experiences. And this is from my father's side. Till now you only heard my mother's side, but my father's side I'll tell you something very, very different. My father comes from a place called Nellore in Andhra Pradesh. Nellore is again a coastal town, rich with fertile lands. My grandfather, he is a mica mines owner. He is a iron ore mines owner. So they used to have a lot of mines, mica mines those days. So once somebody, my family doctor called Dr. Lakshmi, she came and told my grandfather, why don't you visit this man? He's a holy man. You must go and visit. These people have that penchant to go and visit Lord Venkateshwara in Tirupati. They used to regularly visit. They said, okay, Sai Baba, let's go and visit him. They came to Puttaparthi. 1954, they came to Puttaparthi. They saw Swami first time. The moment they were alighting from the car, Swami came in front of them as though he was receiving them into old mandir, Prasanthi Nilayam. Swami said, I'm waiting for you, Babu Naidu. He called him by name. This man thought somebody would have went and told that we were coming. But Swami said, you rest for this evening. Tomorrow morning I'll see you. Next day morning, Swami calls him into the interview room and tells everything about his father, his forefathers, his family, everything, completely. It's an open book. When Swami said so many things, this man was bewildered. He said, what is this man made of? How do you know so many things? Swami said, I know everything about you. I know what is happening in your home. I know how many kids you have. So it's like this. It's an open book. And then he was like trying to understand how to get himself more closer. He stayed there for 3 days. And then he said, Swami, I want to leave back to Nellore. Swami said, why? Swami, I am having diabetes. Those are sugar complaint they used to call. I'm having sugar complaint. I want to go back because I'm exhausted my tablets. Swami said, what tablets? I will give you. Swami said, it will not be available here. It is back home in Nellore. Swami said, I have high stores. Everything and anything can come from there. And he created the same bottle which he is taking every day. And so they said, how can this happen? This cannot be even brought in from Nellore all the way. Somebody can go and bring in. This entire bottle has come. And then Swami said, stop. Call the doctor. In those days, Dr. Bikkina Sitaramaya Garu used to be a doctor there in Prasanthi Nilayam. He was called. Swami said, check his sugar levels. They checked his sugar levels. They said, so much. It's so very high. Swami said, take this tablet now. After 3 hours, come and check his sugar levels again. We'll see what happens. Swami also quips, right? So everybody is waiting, 3 hours. Then after that, they took the levels again. It's normal. Swami said, these tablets are from Sai stores. They will never fail. Then that is how the very first miracle for my paternal grandfather happened. And then they got riveted to this man again. What happened next is a plethora of miracles. So many different things happen. They come back home, they have that urge to go back to Swami again and again. So once it so happened, I have one, my father's brother, elder brother, his name is R K Prasad. He happened to be a very pious man. Though this family is completely non-vegetarian and affluent and they are like spendthrifts, but this man is totally a sadhu. So he never even likes to sit in a company where they gossip, no. Because they used to come and ask, if somebody comes and asks him, what are they talking? He used to say, my ears have no eyes. My eyes have no voice. Like that, he used to come and diplomatically used to go off. That pious man he was. So he was drawn to Swami very, very close. One day he came and asked my grandfather, I want to go to Tirupati Balaji Darshan. I have a long hair, I want to get it tonsured, I want to go there. My grandfather said, at present I cannot go, I have a lot of business things to do. We'll go later. But this man said, nothing doing, I want to go now. My grandfather avoided. This man, without telling anybody, left to Tirupati in a bus, which is just opposite to us, our house, there is a bus stand. He went off into the bus and then they knew him, so they did not ask him any money. That man went off to Tirupati. At the foot of the hills, he is suffering that time with the seizures, fits. So the moment he landed there with that so much of a strain on the body by bus, he fell off at the foot of the hills. He, unable to control himself. Somebody came to his rescue. When he opened his eyes, he saw one peon, that collector's peon. He was there standing in front of him and said, why did you come, sir, if you have such an ailment? And he gave him water and all that and said, why did you come? He said, sir, I want to have Balaji's darshan. That's it, nothing else. So he said, then he took him to that steps where it can alight and said, we can go from here. And this man started walking. with so much of a weakness. When somebody is trying to walk, he's unable to go a few steps also. Then he said he saw a small puppy, very beautiful puppy in front of him, and that is going and standing in the 2 steps ahead of him. And when he wants to go and touch it, it is to go another 2 steps. Again go touch him, another 2 steps. Like that, in 4 or 5 hours, he went up the hills. And the dog was there all through. Okay. And then by the time, these people here in Nellore, they were horrified. He was not found. He went around and saw nobody, nowhere in the house, nowhere outside. Imagine one washerman who used to come to our house. He came and told my grandfather, he was talking about Tirupati, no? Maybe he would have gone to Tirupati. Yeah. He was talking about Tirupati. Come, let's go. They went immediately, they took the car and came to Tirupati. By the time they came up the hill, this man was standing in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum doing Namaskar. With a completely head-torn shirt, he's there looking at the temple. They went and asked him, why did you come like this? What happened to you? Then he also told, by the time I came up, I again got fits. The same man who was there at the bottom of the hill, he came here, helped me again, and took me to this room and put me into the room here. Who is the same man? That same peon of a collector, he came. Then they said, no, my God, this is no other than Swami only would have helped you. And they thought, Lord Balaji. And then they said, having come to Tirupati, let's go to Puttaparthi from here and show our respects to Swami that we brought him back. From there, directly from Tirupati to Puttaparthi, they went by car. The moment they get into Puttaparthi or Prasanthi Nilayam, Swami straight comes to him. Why did you not listen to your father? He was talking to my uncle. He said, I came all the way from here like a puppy. I had to take you up all the way. Swami was telling him. Swami said, I had to wear a peon's dress and come there. So like that, Swami had revealed himself. Actually, this particular incident in 1963, one of the Sanatan Sarathis, you can see this incident, Swami said, publish it. That's how in Sanatan Sarathi also it has come. So this happened in that time, and more fervor towards Swami. And at some point in time in 1957, 58, my grandfather got into a legal mess. It so happened, these mica mines that he has been very flourishing, some vested interests, they put up a case and said, these mines cannot run. The collector of the place, Nellore, had issued a notice to my grandfather saying that these mines cannot be run, shut shop. All the mines are closed. Some 2,000 people who used to work in the mines have no livelihood. At that point in time, there is no other recourse but to go back to Swami again. They came to Swami and he immediately said, Swami, my care about these 2,000 people, without their livelihood, I am not able to bear it, Swami. So many people without food, they are suffering. You only have to take care of this. And Swami said, you lost your business. You are not talking about yourself, your family. You are talking about so many other people. So then this man said, no, Swami, they are my family. They are supposed to be with me because of whom I am able to make some money and give it back to them. But this is like, I cannot bear now because they are all of them are out of livelihood. Then Swami said, because of your noble thought of taking care of others before you, I want to do something for you. Then Swami, do something for them, Swami. Then Swami said, you go against the government. You file a case against the government. Then my grandfather said, Swami, it doesn't happen that way. It is impossible to go against the government. Nenu cheptunanu kada, fight cheyi. I am telling you, go fight. Then he said, okay, Swami. Immediately came and filed a case. against the government. And the case was going on, as usual, adjournments, and then he came to know that last adjournment has come off. There is no other recourse. Again, he doesn't know what to do. How can he fight? He had a lawyer. Then he went to Swami. And when Swami saw him, he asked, why did you come here? Swami, last adjournment happened. Now the case is for the final hearing. Please save. Then Swami just saw like that into the space and said, Babu Naidu, that day when you go to the court, on the case day, the date, when you go to the court, when you want to go to the court, you will call your lawyer in the morning at 7 a.m. asking him to come to the court. That man, though he's in the house, he lets you know that he is not available. Then you are aghast. You said, how can I go without a lawyer to the court? Then you somehow request his assistant to come. And you go to the court with his assistant. Swami is narrating all that entire thing before itself. Swami said, that day when you go to the court, the other lawyer, government pleader, will blast off. He will talk so many things about this case. And judge is hearing everything. And then he sees to you and say, where is your lawyer? You say that he has not come. Then judge will tell you, okay, you only argue your case. Then again my grandfather, Swami, you don't know the case, lawyer and all that. It doesn't happen that way. In court, only lawyer has to do. Swami says, I know it, but that's why I'm telling you. Judge will say, you only argue your case. And then you argue. You also tell everything about the case. And then what happens? The judge will start thinking. How will he think? He'll put his two fingers like this on his brow, keeps his hand like this on the table and starts thinking. And my grandfather is even more puzzled. Swami, what happens after that? Swami says, you only see. So, mystery, my God, this man is so troubled now. He rushes back. Same thing happens. Everything, whatever Swami said, morning, call to lawyer, he says no. His assistant comes with him. Court case ready. And government pleader blasts off. Same thing happens. And that instant of this is in front of him. At that point in time, my grandfather sees Swami in the judge's form. As though Swami is there, and suddenly judge tells verdict. He says, this appears to be a vendetta on this man. Why? Because the collector who has issued the orders has no purview and power to give that on mines. It's supposed to be given by mines inspector. So I'm squashing this case. Finished. So imagine everyone is elated. And you know what happens? From the court steps, my grandfather comes to Puttaparthi. He didn't go home, but he directly comes to Puttaparthi and he wants to pay obeisance to Swami. So morning, about afternoon 12 o'clock, he starts from there, comes to Puttaparthi in night about 8:30. Swami is waiting for him outside the mandir. He's waiting for somebody. Who is somebody? My grandfather comes and he asks, Babu Naidu, in the case? He's asking. So what happened to the case? So my grandfather tells him, Swami, all that you have done. Then Swami says, yes, I only have done. He proclaims so emphatically, I only have done. Nobody else could have done this. Because you are always looking at your others. Others first, me next is your phrase. That's why I want to do something for you. I did for you. That is how the case is cleared. So again, normal business starts. This man happens to be a sugar complaint person. 1961, he is afflicted with gangrene in his foot. Gangrene is a sugar complaint which actually gets so much that it eats away your flesh and bone. And it so happened that doctor tells him that there is no other recourse but then to amputate the leg. And it is really serious condition. Then people go back to Swami as usual. Swami that time luckily was in Madras. This man was admitted in hospital called Pandali Nursing Home in T Nagar. And Swami came to know that it is serious. Swami said, too much of a gangrene has come. They have to amputate the leg. And they convey the same thing to the doctor. And doctor amputates the leg. Sometime in the midnight, this man is come back to his senses and comes to know that there is no leg. Instantly he'll collapse. Instantly he dies. And it's such a pain for everyone. And the next day morning, about 8:30, my father goes to Swami, where Swami used to live that time. And it's a huge house. Swami is awaiting, people are awaiting darshan. And he went and he goes and stands there waiting for Swami. Swami comes onto the balcony there and so I see my father from there and say, you come up. So people usher him, so he goes there. Then my father was asked by Swami, what happened? Swami, my father is no more. Immediately, Swami says, who said that? Doctors told Swami. Then naturally emotions are there. Swami says, come, I'm coming to the hospital. Who said this, that doctor, your father is no more? Then Swami takes my father in his car, comes to this Pandali nursing home. Imagine what happens when Swami comes into a hospital. Everybody is like shocked. What is this? This man coming out into the hospital directly. And people are awaiting. Entire family is there. Body is already rolled up to take back to Nellore. Because final rites have to be done. And Swami comes and says, yo, what happened to Babu Naidu? Why did you do like this? And he said, open that entire thing. They again open it up. Body is already black in color. Already it's 8 hours, 9 hours already. And they say, Swami says, no, what have you done to this man? He creates vibhuti like this, so much of vibhuti, and Swami applies from top to bottom on the body. He applies so much of vibhuti, body becomes white in silver in color. And Swami says, very closely he'll come to his chest. He pats on the chest. Babu Naidu, get up. Everybody is looking at him, and this man opens up his eyes. So he does namaskar and said, Swami, you have come. And my Swami says, see, you have something in mind which is not cleared. You have a worry. I have come to clear that worry. And he talks to him. He makes everyone happy there. He creates white jasmine flowers and gives it to my grandmother. He creates kumkum and applies to my grandmother and says, don't worry, Babu Naidu is with me. Everybody is happy. Instantly everything changed. And Swami says, this man today, he's in this stage because of his sugar complaint. Swami said, from now on, Babu Naidu family will never get sugar complaint. He gave a boon like that. Sure to say, from that day till now, my parents, our entire family, none of us ever had sugar complaint till now, Swami's grace. That is the boon that Swami had passed on to us. Really lucky to, in these days where everyone is afflicted with sugar and diabetes. That's why I eat more sugar, more sweets nowadays. But still I'm in control. But imagine, that was the boon that has come on to us. Every time we go for a doctor checkup, recently I had an AAG hospital in Hyderabad. I said, they said sugar test. I said, no need. But it's a formality, we had to do it. Then I said, okay, good, go ahead and do it. Normalcy only. So that is one greatest thing that happened to our family, with Swami entering into our lives. And then what happens? Swami tells everything to my grandfather. He leaves back. That night, Swami has to go to Venkatgiri from Chennai. He goes to Venkatgiri, late evening, so many devotees, and Swami is talking over there to all the devotees. Discourse is happening, and that time Swami suddenly stops his discourse, tells Raja Reddy Garu, Babu Naidu will pass away at 1:20 a.m. now, tonight. Hey, Swami, you went and told everything there. They are so happy. Now, how is it? No, Babu Naidu cannot live without his leg. I don't want him to suffer. Peacefully he'll go. So finally, at 1:20, he really dies. And my grandmother, they're all grief-stricken again. So naturally, condolences happen. They went back home. After 15 days, Swami calls up my home number, telephone. My father picks up and says, hello, Nendra, Swamini Maatladutunnanu. He'll say, who is Swami? From where is he calling? Evaru Swami? Puttaparthi nunchi ra, Swamini. So imagine what happens to the people who take a call like that, right? Even we take a call like that and say, I'm Swami calling you from Puttaparthi. What happens to us? And it so happened that he called and said, you bring Amma and your sister to Puttaparthi. They are really in grief. I want to get them some solace. So my father, my grandmother, my aunt, they all we have a car. Swami used to like that Dodge car. Those days, Dodge car is supposed to be very fancy. They went to Puttaparthi. While going to Puttaparthi, my father is just about 16-year-old that time. He wanted to drive the car, and driver doesn't give the car to him. So he's firm and against and said, okay, I need to drive the car to Puttaparthi. Somewhere near Mudigubba, very close to Puttaparthi, he says, I want to drive from here to Puttaparthi. So driver yields and gives it to him. And our man is racing. He wants to go before sunset. At about 5:30, 6 o'clock, this car is going very fast. He sees a stone on the middle of the road. And he gets an inclination, stone, like that, okay. But then he goes on over it. Crank crashes. And car is on the road without any help. Imagine those days, no traffic at all. Maybe 1 hour once one lorry or something goes in, and they are stuck in the middle of the road. They are singing bhajans, getting the glasses up. They're singing bhajans and calling Swami, what to do, Swami? We want to come to you, but this car is like this. This man has done like this. So after some time, 7:30 or so, they see 2 headlights coming from behind. So they want to stop that whatever coming in, and my father gets down and says, stop. That man, that is a jeep. And the jeep, they see 2 peons and 1 elderly man with a very good figure. So he says, I am the Tahsildar of this place. I am going to Puttaparthi. Would you like to come? He's asking them. So they said, yeah, we want to go to Puttaparthi, that's why we are going, but this car is stuck here. He says, no problem, you come up. I'll ask some of my team to take the car and come. But Swami likes his car. We cannot leave this car here. That's my father is thinking. So he said, do one thing, sir. Like a God, Swami sent, you came here. You please take my family. Anyway, you are going to Puttaparthi. Once you go there, Swami will be happy. Tomorrow we'll get this repaired and come. That man, okay, he agrees. The women folk, my grandmother and my aunt, get into the jeep. They go. Then my father is thinking, what did I do? Tomorrow if I go to Puttaparthi and these people are not there, what to do? What to tell Swami? So it's such a pain, right? Entire night he's singing bhajans. Finally, next day morning, they find a lorry going towards the same side. They stop the lorry. My father requests that man. That man said, I am going to Hindupur. I can take you there to Puttaparthi and leave you there and go. fine, very good. Good deal. They tie the car and takes it to Puttaparthi. At about 11 o'clock, they reach Puttaparthi with that tied car. The moment he gets down at Puttaparthi, Swami is outside, standing, waiting for him, like an angry father. He said, what did you do? If I did not come last night, what will happen to you? You know who is that Tahsildar? He's asking my father. And Swami, he was like terrified. I came there with a jeep, 2 people armed, like a Tahsildar, to bring your mother and sister here. They are here, see. First he's relieved. Second thing, he'll ask, how did you come? Swami is asking my father, how did you come? Swami, lorry came. Lorry dropped me here. Where is the lorry? Swami asked. He turns around and sees no lorry there. So imagine what Swami can do to people in distress. The message is very loud and clear. Pray to Swami, he will answer your prayers. So that happened, fine, they were all happy. My father is drawn to Swami very close. Since my grandfather is not there, Swami took that role and said, you be here with me for some time. So that solace comes in, you people are relieved and then you can go back. So Swami made him sit with him, talk to him, dine with him, everything with Swami. Like Raja Reddy Garu, Madhusudan Reddy, Appara Garu and my father. Only 4 of them used to go up to Swami and sit there. It so happened that one evening when they were sitting with Swami, Swami was talking, laughing, doing this way and that way, talking so happy. That day, my father was sitting in front of him at the Swami's feet. He was looking at it like this, and suddenly he got a doubt. This man looks like a hero, like a Hindi hero, so fair, red lips, so deep eyes, lot of hair. His hair, is it a wig? He thought. He just passing doubt. If it is, see, the moment he turns like this also sways. What a beauty. What is this man? How can anybody have so much of hair? And that too, each strand is so big, it is just crumpled like that. How can this be? And my father got a doubt. Swami is talking, laughing. Suddenly, Swami saw my father and said, hey, Raja, chala talnappiga unde. Suddenly he said, so much of headache. Swami, till now you are all right. Why suddenly headache? No. Too much of headache. Go get some oil and massage my head, he said. So imagine how Swami clears. And Raja Reddy, they are perplexed. What happened suddenly? So he was, until now he was all right. Suddenly how it became like this? And they brought oil, started applying Swami's on the head, hair oil. So much of oil, Swami's hair became like this. And they were massaging, pata, 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 pata. And my father is looking shocked. This also can happen. Then he was thinking, if this is a wig, it will come out now. And how will Swami be without a wig? Thought is like that. At that point in time, Swami is saying, Raja, pull this hair, pull this side. So imagine so much of a hardship that Swami took just to clear one doubt of a devotee. And then when all that is happening, my father is thinking, I don't think this can be a wig. Because it is not coming out, no? The moment that spark came, that thought came, this cannot be a wig. Swami said, enough, chalu. And Swami said, enough. Okay, now time, what time is it? Bhajan time is there. Go. From there, Swami drove them out. My father also got up, about to go. Swami said, Rambabu, you stay back. Then my father thought, oh, this man is, anything he can do, he would have read my mind. That's why I'm having it now. So Swami went, sent them away, closed the door, bolted the door, saw my father. Is this wig? he asked. Swami, I'm so sorry, Swami, please, Swami, Kshama, Kshaminchandi, Swami, all that. So, you know what happens, right? After that, in such a case, hell will break loose. So he was like pleading Swami. Then Swami said, very, very emphatic statement. He said, I am Sai Baba. In a fraction of a second, I can make Akasham, that is sky to earth and earth to sky in one fraction of a second. In one fraction of a second, I can make the richest of the richest, the poorest of the poor. The billionaire will turn into a pauper. And the same pauper, with one fraction of a second of my sankalpa, I can make him the billionaire. That is the power of Swami, Sai Baba. Swami, so sorry, Swami, I didn't know this. And my father is like all over the place. So Swami said, the universe is in front of me, is in my hand. What are you talking about my hair? He said. So that revealed the entire Swami's philosophy and who is he and what is he. How much time do I have? Okay, 6 o'clock. Okay, so I had to wrap it fast. So I'm only 25% complete till now. I'm so sorry. These episodes are going like this. But then, just to be on time, I want to quickly rush into the next phase. My father is brought in. My mother's place, Chebrol. My father's place, Nellore. Swami himself, personally, created an alliance, marriage alliance. He brought my father and told him, I am bringing a girl who is my bidda, my child, and giving it to you in marriage. Because I promise your father that I will take care of you. He brought my mother and said, do you like to get married? First tell me that. I am bringing you a prince. He said this, Rajakumaran teesకొస్తున్నాను. You have to get married. My mother was not interested, but then Swami is telling, Swami, whatever you tell. So the marriage alliance is fixed in Puttaparthi, in Prasanthi Nilayam, inside our bhajan hall, where today we see Gita Bodhana happening. That is the place of marriage. The event took in 1962, when my father got married to my mother. Swami himself came, sat there all through, created a Mangal Sutram, gave it to my father. My father says it's so wet when I am tying that Mangal Sutram to my mother, that it is so fresh with turmeric and all that. So marriage took place. My father, mother, everybody is happy. Then my father was called into the interview room. Then Swami said, Rambabu, you have so many properties, but you also don't know. You have only one elder brother now, because the younger brother, another elder brother, R K Prasad, passed away with fits in Prasanthi Nilayam in front of Swami, Kaivalyam. And after that, Swami took care of their family even more better. And Swami said, so many properties you are not even aware of. Write down. Swami dictated every house, every plot, every property that we have. Swami said, write down, write down. And my father didn't have pen, paper also. Swami got the paper, created a pen instantly and gave it and said, write. He wrote all that, such a big list. And Swami said, now tear it into two. Swami said, Swami, I wrote all that, now how can I tear? No, tear it. So he just tore it into two. He said, this is for you, this is for your brother. Then he went and told Swami, my elder brother is a very angry man. He will not agree for all this. Swami said, this is what you understood me. You go give, he will agree, he said. So immediately they came back home, and my father went and said to his brother that Swami has given this. Oh, very, very good. I am happy that Swami has cleared all this, and he took it happily. Peace everywhere. So that is how even the property distribution also Swami did. My father tells me, I don't even know those properties exist. So many properties we were having that Swami gave it equally. And value-wise, volume-wise, it's the same. And just by tearing it. So that is how they got the property and all that done. Okay, long story short, cut short, after 12 years, only after 12 years, my mother could go back to Puttaparthi after our marriage. After this marriage, so many things happened, joint family, so many samsara, dukkha, everything started. So they were into this material world. And 1976, again my mother could go to Swami when East Prasanthi was constructed. East Prasanthi B floor 10 room number was given to one of my grandmother. And Swami is coming to inaugurate that. My mother went there and Swami, we have come. Swami saw my mother and said, Anantarakshmi, Bagunava. Then my mother says, Swami, you only forgot us. 12 years I could not come, 14 years I could not come here. Swami says, if I forget you, how will I call you by name? And again takes her into his fold. And things are very fine. Swami is back. 1978, I come here to get my admission. We are 4 brothers. R K Prasad, Sunil, Anil and Praveen. All of us studied in Prasanthi Nilayam from 1979. Swami said in 1978, when I was not given admission here because of my other issues, Swami said, come next year and bring everyone in the family. Not only your family, your other clan family also, everyone who can come here and study here. I am constructing a college in Puttaparthi. Your children have to study there. Swami's order. My father came back. He said, see, Swami is very benevolent. He has given us admission. Everybody came off there. At same time, 1979, 18 of us joined college. So again, complete benevolence of Swami. And it so happened that I could not get admission even there in Prasanthi Nilayam campus also, for some reason. And Swami, every day, he used to come and ask, join Seva. Swami, principal said he is not aware and he did not tell, you did not tell him. Swami called the principal, Amarendra Garu, when he is talking to us on the sands, he called him and said, "Ye abbai ki seat ivu." Swami's personal, by the time all the class also started, nothing is available. Last man in, I went inside, sometime in July or August, I joined. Till that time, the waiting period, boys, you don't know what is waiting. Waiting means, I'm sure my elder brothers here will know, such a punishment. Every day waiting for Swami, waiting. And finally, the result has come. He took me inside. It was a tapas. My mother, I think she used to get up at 2 o'clock in the night, get ready. 3 o'clock she used to fall in lines, just to be on the first line. From 3 a.m. till 7 a.m. when Swami comes, she is waiting for Swami to ask only one thing: Swami, grant me seat for my eldest son. It happened for about 3 months, maybe more than 100 days. Finally, Swami relented and said, I will give. Swami say, every time I say, Swami say, I will give. But when? Waiting is so hard, so harsh. Finally, seat has been given to me. My other brothers, everybody joined up same time. It was a very happy moment. I came to hostel in Prasanthi Nilayam, that is the annex of East Prasanthi. We were used to be there just right like this. Swami, the moment Swami comes, we go running. We used to, I think I slept in every place in the Prasanthi Nilayam sands in those 2 years of my tenure. Slept means night time used to go and roll our beds and sleep in the lawns, in the sands of Prasanthi Nilayam campus. So my elder brothers will definitely understand how lucky to sleep there. Sitting itself is so difficult. Sleep there and visualize Swami. Open sky, sleep and see stars and see mandir. Because there is no Kulwant hall that time, it is all open. So we had a fantastic time. Swami used to be very, very, very close with us. He used to just walk in anytime and say, suddenly you see, say, Em Samacharam, go ahead, start talking to him. We used to talk everything on earth. And first batch, Swami used to be very, very close. We had a whale of time that time, and it was really relishing. Maybe sometime later we can get into the Parayanam sessions, one of those that you have in the night times. So we joined, and something else happened. My father built a cinema theater. Of all things, he built a cinema theater in the Chebrol town, small place. And I am studying here. And one day, Swami told me, Buddhi leni pani chesadu, mi nana. Cinema hall kattadu. He said, Swami, all yours. And then again, he came and told me that he will ask you to see movie, don't see. I said, okay, Swami. But my life is movie. My clan is from movie field. I am denied entry into the theater. Oh my God, this is something which I cannot even relish. So, holiday time, we go home. The moment we go home, my father gives the keys of cinema theater to me and say, you're the eldest son, go take care of the theater. I go to the theater, I'm hearing everything, but I cannot see. I have to sit outside, complete the entire transactions, come back home with the cash, deposit in the next day morning in the bank. That is my routine. But this urge of movie, that film, that cinema, is so much, I am unable to bear. I used to sit outside, wait. Oh, this scene is happening, that scene is happening, that song is coming, all visualizing outside only, but nothing is inside. So one day I thought, enough is enough. Very nice movie. 2 days to go. Again I had to go to Parthi. I will see this movie. It's whatever happens, happens. I went inside. Opened the door where we have a separate box. I go sit there. Power is off. Just sit. Power is off. Then I said, oh my God. Maybe Swami is looking at me. And I said, okay, next day, only 1 day left. This day I had to see. Next day I went and sat very bravely, not much of a rush. I sat there, I saw the film for half, till intermission, till interval. Suddenly I realized Swami's photo is like this. I kept it like this and saw the rest of the movie. Okay, all this happened. I'm happy. That urge gone. Then I came back to Parthi. We were sitting in the veranda that time, and Swami came out, saw all the boys. Ikkada evaru cinema chusaru? He asked. Who saw the movies here? Well, when you go home, everybody was quiet. People would have seen, but nobody tells, right? Swami said, Nu chusava? He's asking everyone. I was like, inside the floor, I kept my head so bad. I was feeling so very bad. Swami might ask me. I was sitting just like that. Swami came there, came here, came to me, standing in front of me. I slowly opened my eyes and see Swami is looking at me directly. Emra, sagme juvicho cinema? He asked. He asked, why did you show half the movie only? He's asking. Then, my God, it's so bad, such an embarrassment. I said, Swami, I cannot say sorry, I cannot say kshaminchu, I cannot say anything. So I just kept quiet. Then Swami said, don't see movies. Movies are not good nowadays. It will only spoil your mind. He said, okay, that's fine. I said, okay, I will not see movies. Then I again went back, but I never... I used to go observe the business part of it, but I never went into the movie theater because Swami instructed. My final year, 1984, Swami is about to go to Brindavan, February month. I was sitting in front line only. Swami was inside the interview room in Parthi. Suddenly, my warden came and sat next to me. I said, "Sir, I want to ask you a question." He said, "What?" "I am an exhibitor, movie exhibitor. How can I be a sinner if I see movies? When a butcher cuts meat, he is not afflicted of a sin. People who eat are supposed to be non-vegetarians and they get sin. How can I be a sinner, sir?" I asked him. Some thought came. I asked. Swami said, that man said, "Very good question." He went inside, 2 steps. He went inside and told Swami. I was able to hear, he was talking to Swami. Swami, oka abbai cheppadu. He's telling Swami, one boy is telling that even before he completed his sentence, Swami sprang up and came up directly to me, straight to me. He said, "Ray, cinema chodaddu." So I was like transfixed. Oh, this is out of my race now. So that is how I stopped going to movie theaters. I have never gone to movie theater again from that time. But whenever that somebody says, "No, this Mahabali, something comes and it's very good, Bahubali, something," and then if I have an urge, by chance if I see TV also, tremendous headache, so much of headache that I had to go take a pill. Why? I said, why watch all this? Better, what as per instructions, do whatever Swami said. So that is the summary of the entire thing. Do whatever Swami says. That will take you to moksha, nowhere else. Okay, that's how I got revelations. Lot of activities that we had done. After that, after my student days, 1984, when I was coming out of the interview room, we were sitting there. Just give me about some time. I'll finish off this episode. Interview room, final exit batch. Swami is talking to us. Somebody told me at the hostel, "You know what happens in the interview room? The moment you go into the interview room, you will forget yourself. You'll be mesmerized." Something they said. Then I said, "How will I get mesmerized?" This was the interview room scene that day. So I took one tape recorder, one Walkman like a thing, but tape recorder. I got a 90 minutes cassette because generally interviews go on and on. I want to record what happens in the interview room. Exit. I want to understand what happens. So got that cassette ready, tape recorder ready. I was sitting at the wall. Swami is there. Everybody is packed. I was sitting at the wall. I started recording. Silence. When I pressed it, tick sound came. Swami looked at me. I kept quiet. And you know what happened? That spool, it is doing sound. Swami said, "Hey, Brady." I stopped. I froze like that and waited. Again, slowly I recorded. After all that, again everybody got Padamskar opportunity. So I'm pressing Swami's feet, all that very close to Swami. I'm sitting there, next to Swami. And Swami saw Swami like that and said, "Record ayinda." I said, "Chustan Swami," I'm saying. I have to go and see, I don't know. So Swami was so kind that day. I asked Swami, this closeness, this proximity, will we ever get again? This is so close. Look at that. We are almost sticking to Swami. And will I ever get this? Because we are going out of the portals from here. We don't know whether we can come back. Swami said, "Who will stop you?" He asked. "I will give you my visiting card." And that's how he created that visiting card of Swami and gave to each one of us and said, "Whenever, anything, whatever, think of me, I am there with you like a hotline." That is the visiting card. I still carry with me all through. This is 40-year-old. So some of us of the same batch got this visiting card from Swami himself. So this happened. After that we went into the big wide world, and with lots and lots of travails. Swami's students, Swami's devotees, you think they don't get any pain, problems? they will get more. But Swami will take care in every instance, every smallest problem also that you face. Only thing that you need to do is go back to Swami. If you have a slightest problem also, headache, any legal case or anything happens, just turn back to Swami and say, Swami, please take care of me. He is there right in front of you. That is the power I felt all through my life. After my college, I joined many organizations. I worked very hard. Today, I became a CEO of a company in Hyderabad called Response Informatics Limited, a public limited company. And today I had been there. So many problems comes in. I have only one refuge, that is Swami. That is how I have been taken care of completely. My entire life is dedicated to Swami, Swami's activities, Swami's service. I am very active in all the service activities of the organization. I am a convener for Khairtabad Samithi of Hyderabad. I am coordinating Vidya efforts from Telangana, Hyderabad. I have been into every other activity wherever possible, just waiting for that one more opportunity to serve Swami so that we can be near and dear to Swami. So many things that I can share. Time paucity, I already have exhausted 10 more minutes, but with total surrender, I want to only read one last poem Swami has given to us, to our family, to my uncle, my mother's sister's husband called Sathya Chaudhary. He had given to him personally to read this every day, expressing gratitude towards the Almighty, how one has to be in gratitude. I just read one of that and then we'll close this session. He says, in Telugu, but I will translate it later, Achyuttamayatvanti మానవ జన్మము వసగితివి నాకు మహోపకార సదసద్వివేచన క్షమ అయిన బుద్ధిని ప్రసాదించితివి నాకు సాధుచిత్త సకల సత్కార్య దక్షంబైన అవయవ మసగితివి నాకు విమల హృదయ సర్వోపభోగ విస్తారమైన భూలోకవాసము ఇచ్చితివి నాకు దాసవరద ఎదనెరిగి నన్ను కరుణా సముద్ర బుద్ధి తప్పక వేళ కంటికి రెప్పబోలే కాచుచుంటివి కనులు కానబడక ఏమయా నీ కహేతుక ప్రేమమింత. This is written by Swami himself and given to my uncle. It says, you have given me the best of life. Actually, the prayer to the God should be like this. You have given me the most essential manava janma with your grace. You have given me the right to discriminate, and you have given me excellent limbs to work and do service for you. You have given me this earth where there is so much of abundance is there, and your grace, karuna, is always with me, even though you don't appear to us, even though you are not seen by us. What a grace that you have on us. Is a poem that Swami has written and given to my uncle and said, every day read this, pray like this, prayer should be like this. So many episodes, I did not cover so many. Maybe once more, anytime that we have a small get-together, we can have it once again and again. I can go on for maybe another 4 hours. So much of a matter is there. But with total dedication to whatever Swami has given us, the Vidya, the education that he has given us is Sadvidya. With that Vidya, we have come to his surrender. That Gnana that he has given to us, Vidya will make us Ahankara, but the Gnana will make us surrender to him. That is what Swami has bestowed on us, and we are very happy that we are in the same loving field I just want to leave one thought. 18 that day, 1979, 36th member of my family is my daughter who studied in Anantapur campus. Imagine 36 people studied in Swami's institutions. How much gratitude we should have towards Swami, to his work. That is why we relentlessly, even my daughter, my brothers, everyone are completely engrossed in Swami's activities, Swami's work everywhere. My last brother Praveen, who is in US, he also works for the Boston Center as a center president till recently. They're all completely engrossed in Swami's work for the good of us and everyone. Sairam to you. Having given this opportunity, I shared some of my thoughts, which will definitely have some words of wisdom which you can take home as a driving point. Sairam.
Sairam. Thank you so much, dear Brother Prasad. First and foremost, I would like to apologize for a slip of the tongue during the introduction. Our speaker today is R K Prasad. My apologies once again for that mistake. Brothers, some session today, I think, true to your name, brother, it was Bhagwan's Prasad to all of us to cherish and relish every minute of it. I don't think anybody present in this audience ever felt the passage of time, and I think I speak for everybody here when I say that we cannot wait for when you'll come back for part 2 of what we hope to be a series of Bhagwan's Prasadam through Samarpan. You began your journey 75 years ago, 1949, and it wasn't just a nail that day which sprouted back on an 8-year-old girl's finger, but the seed of bhakti that sprouted in the hearts of an entire family. We learned that there is a lesson, even in the toughest of times and the harshest of experiences. Swami has something in store for all of us, whether it is to bring us closer to him or to erase our karmic balance or teach us something special. Swami will do anything for his devotees, take any form, be it a peon or a puppy or a tehsildar or a lorry driver. He is always there to take care of his devotees. Whether it is in the interview room or in the darkness of a movie theater or far away in the ocean of samsara, Bhagwan never forgets us and nothing ever escapes him. I think the last message that you delivered was most important, something that we should all carry with us, whether we are in the portals of this divine institution or whether we go forth, that we should always bear the torch of gratitude to Bhagwan and carry his work forward. Let us all live our lives in such a way that Swami looks to our lives like he did to that pomegranate tree and said, Anandam. A couple of announcements before we conclude today's session. The next Samarpan session is scheduled for the 17th of March, and our speaker will be Dr. Sai Giridhar sir. Details will be shared in various formats of social media shortly. We will now end with Mangala Aarti, followed by Pradakshina of Trai and Prasadam. Thank you everyone. I now invite Dr. Sundareshan sir and Murthy sir to please felicitate our esteemed speaker. Professor Sundareshan is an esteemed professor of the Institute. Murthy sir is the district president of Bangalore East. Thank you very much. We will end today's session with Mangalarti. Sairam.
स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक परिमहेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमो मरियन्दयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्दयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप तेजस्वी वो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल हारति अंदुको मंदगिरि भारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति शांति
शान्तिः समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ता न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका